to my channel, and my name is Favor. So this video is going to be about my meal plan, and if you haven't watched my previous video, you might as well go watch that before we go right into the video. But yeah, this video is going to be about my meal plan, and without talking too much, let's get right into the video. Today we are going to talk about two different things, which is my pre-calorie deficit and my calorie deficit journey, right? Pre-calorie deficit, what does it mean? What do I mean by pre-calorie deficit? This is what I did before I finally went calorie deficit. Now, what did I do? I detoxed my body of whatever I was consuming previously before I decided to lose my belly fat. Now, detoxing your body is very essential because it helps you to cleanse your body of all the consumption or all the food you've had previous before you're starting your journey. And it has so many advantages because it helps you nourish your guts to an extent. It helps you nourish your guts, and it helps you keep your body in general healthy. So what did I use to detox my body? I would always have cucumber, ginger, lemon, and probably some lettuce blended into smoothies, and I would have this for breakfast, I would have this for lunch, and I could have a salad for dinner, or I could have it for breakfast, have a salad for lunch, and have it for dinner. Now, doing this is very essential because it helps you really get that weight loss you need in a very speedily timing. Yeah. Now we're working with a time frame of 2 months. It is something I would advise personally because this is what worked for me. And yeah, now talking towards my calorie deficit journey. Now, it is very important that if you're trying to go calorie deficit, you need to cut off almost everything that contains carbohydrates or everything that contains calories in them. You need to measure your calorie intake, and you need to know those foods that contain calories, right? So, pre-calorie, you've detoxed your body. Calorie journey, you are starting with plant-based foods. You have to start with only plant-based food with a lot of protein, not taking up your water, and foods that contain vitamins to keep your body energized, right? But it is very essential that while trying to cut off your belly fat in a very fast rate, right, you need to start at plant-based. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm trying my best. You need to start plant-based. That's the only way you can achieve what you want to achieve in a very short time. Now, it seems very weird, like, why am I going to start plant-based? Can I not just measure my intake of food? Now, if you want to measure your intake of foods, like your intake of calories and everything, it's going to take you a longer time to achieve what you want. Now, going plant-based for the first month, it doesn't sound easy, I know, but going plant-based for the first month simply means you are just cutting off everything that has calories in it, and you are consuming every other classes of food, which is your protein, you are having your vitamins, you are having your things that are actually building your body. So it's not like you're going calorie deficit and plant-based and you're looking so sluggy, you don't have energy to go around your day, or you just don't have that feeling of moving your body, you feel weak, or that's not going to happen if you are mixing those vegetables with protein and every other class of food. But it is very essential that if you want to get that snatched weight, if you want to lose that belly fat in a short period of time, you need to go vegetable. You need to consume vegetables for the first 3 to 4 weeks of your calorie deficit journey. And after the first month, you can decide to start implementing foods that contain little to no calories in them. That is where you can now start your calorie measurement. But to be honest, you cannot just start measuring your calorie intake without detoxing your body or going plant-based for a while. So that's the trick about my food plan. So what do I consume when I say my food plan? For me, while I went plant-based, I was always having carrots, cucumbers, lettuce, what else? I was grapes, every other classes of food. And for lunch, that's for breakfast. And you must as well implement oats in those for your breakfast. While for lunch, You can decide to have a salad that contains proteins like fish or beef or steaks or whatever, but you need to have those in little quantity. You don't want to have too much of that, but at the same time you want your body to be nourished and to contain every other classes of food that would give you energy to move around. Yeah. And for dinner you have to go, you have you just have to go, you have to take your vegetables for dinner, because one good advantage of having vegetables for dinner is by the time you wake up the next morning you feel refreshed, your tummy is empty, your bowels are empty. It will help you like go excrete everything that you've had for the day previously. Now, during this method of going plant-based, detoxing, and going calorie deficit, it is essential that you need a lot of discipline. You need a lot of self-discipline, because all those things you usually crave for previous, prior, or pre your calorie deficit, you would see them, and there's no way you're just going to throw away every other food you had, right? But we also want to go calorie deficit. So it is very essential that after going plant based and detoxing, you start measuring your intake of calories. Now, when you say what is my meal plan for my calorie journey after a month of detoxing, after a few weeks of detoxing, and yeah, going plant based, what's the next meal plan? I would have for breakfast oats, and I would have anything I want to have for lunch, but they have to contain a very little amount of calories. So if I wanted to have for lunch spaghetti, I would have spaghetti with a lot of vegetables, and for dinner I would make sure I have my vegetables again. So post detoxing and starting of my calorie journey, I can, which is 2 months after or a month after or a few weeks after, I decide to start measuring my calories. So for breakfast I would have oatmeal. For lunch I would have whatever I want to have for lunch, but in little to no quantity of what contains calories. And for dinner I would always have my vegetable. And most importantly of all things, while trying to lose any type of body fat or belly fat or weight loss or whatever, is to drink your water. Water is one of the most underrated thing when it comes to losing body weight, because people just feel like, oh, water, drink water, but it is very essential. That is like the most essential thing to do. You need to be consuming a lot of water. You need to take water into your body system to help you regulate everything going on in your body, not the physical but in your system. So drinking a lot of water is one of the most important thing, and yeah, you should always do that. Always drink your water. Drink your water. You're thirsty or you're not thirsty, drink your water. Stop taking alcohol, that is not going to help you. Stop taking cocktails, that's not going to help you. And don't go to the store buying some fruit mixed juice or something and say, oh yeah, it contains some juice or it contains some fruit, so that's going to stand in place. No, you want to take only water, cut off all sorts of drinks, and yeah, consume your water. Make sure you are taking your water, and yeah, you're good to go. So if you want a more explanatory video on the process of detoxing, I would put that in my next video. So thanks for watching my channel, and yeah, see you in my next video. Bye guys.